Hey guys, Casey back here in the kitchen. I am going to show you another fast, easy recipe. So today I was thinking, what can I make? It's fast, it's easy, maybe something that reminds me a little bit of home. So I'm actually going to show you my mom's chili recipe. Now, shout out to my mom because she had a way with food. She could feed a whole lot of us on very little. So I picked up a few of her skills and I'm going to show you how I use some power tools today to make mom's chili. That's exactly what we call it, mom's chili. So today I am making our ground beef in our all-purpose pot. And guys, this pot, man, this is one of my all-time favorite pieces of cookware. 7.5 quarts. I can do 7 pounds of ground beef in here. So when I power cook and I cook ahead, I love using this pan. It comes with the lid, love the lid. You can do anything in here. You can do everything from double recipes of soups. You can actually use this in the oven. You can roast a chicken or a pork butt or anything like that. You can also use this when you're doing big casseroles. Like I said, it's oven safe too, but I love it because it's nice and wide. You can get at it really easily. It's kind of like a stock pot, but nice and big and wide, so it's easy to stir and get everything in there. There's so many recipes that I do in this pot right here. So I have a couple pounds of ground beef that I've already cooked up. I use my mix and chop on that. And then I am going to add in my seasoning, which I add in salt and cumin and chili powder. Like I said, guys, this recipe is so fast and easy. It's really simple, but it just reminds me of my house when I was growing up because my mom used to make this for us all the time. So now we're gonna add in a few little vegetables. You can get crazy with this and add in lots more. My mom knew that some of my siblings wouldn't eat everything, so we just stuck with onions and peppers. So I'm gonna show you what I did here. I actually cut up onion and pepper, and I am making a double recipe of this soup. You wanna know why? I'm making a double recipe because I am going to eat one for dinner tonight. My family's gonna eat one recipe, and I'm gonna freeze the other one. So I'm gonna cook once and eat twice. That's the way we do it with power cooking. Love it. So I've got my seasoning in there, which I like to season my protein. By the way, I also make this recipe with turkey or maybe half beef and half turkey. So there's lots of options with that. But if you get your protein really seasoned, it kind of sticks to it a little bit better. Then I'm gonna add in my pepper and onion. I'm gonna show you guys how I did this. I used our manual food processor here, and I am just gonna throw in our cut up onion and pepper, just cut it into chunks there, and then we can process it. Now you can cut this up by yourself and that's fine, but here's the thing. If you have picky eaters at home, this is a great way to hide those vegetables. So all we're gonna do is put the lid on it, unlock the top here, and just pump the handle. So this makes it really nice and fine for us. We can chop it up as fine as we want. So I'm gonna add in the rest of that too. So we've got our beef, our seasoning, our onions and peppers so far. Mix that around a little bit. Now, this is the easy part. We are gonna add in, I've actually already rinsed and drained several cans of beans. And by the way, to save even more money, you can actually boil your own beans. I know, it's really not that complicated though, and they're actually even better for you than the canned beans, and cheaper too. So just pick a couple different kinds of beans that you guys like. 2 cans for one recipe, 4 cans for a double recipe like what I'm making. I'm doing pinto and red beans today. And then I actually like to add in tomatoes too. My mom didn't used to do it that way, but I like the extra chunks of tomatoes in there. I'm gonna do fire roasted tomatoes, but you could just do regular diced tomatoes, or you could leave them out all together. So, by the way, guys, did you see that this has one of those pop top lids and I didn't use it that way? That's because with those pop top lids, a lot of people use those and then it leaves a really sharp edge around it, and you use your spatula to clean out those cans, and then what happens is it cuts up the sides of your spatula. It's a big no-no because we can actually use our regular smooth edge can opener even with those pop top lids. Now here's the trick. We use vegetable juice, tomato juice. Either one is fine, like a V8 or the off-brand is what I bought today. So we just dump that whole can in there. And like I said, I'm doing a double recipe. So I'm gonna do 2 cans of that. I'm gonna stir that all together. It's gonna sit and simmer. You could do this in a crock pot, but this pot right here, this is my go-to piece. There's so many recipes I can do in here. And by the way, you also wanna take a look at this steamer. This steamer, it's huge, I love it. It'll sit right on the top of the pan here. And then what you can do is you can actually steam stuff in there. You can do 24 deviled eggs or hard-boiled eggs, but you're actually steaming them. So it's really fast and easy. Another thing you can do in here is like a spaghetti. You boil the spaghetti with beef broth and water and tomato sauce on the bottom. Just put the spaghetti right down inside of there. You don't have to boil it first. And then you put the steamer on top and you put your meatballs, or you could steam your proteins, your chicken, your fish, your vegetables, anything like that. And then you could boil your potatoes down below. So many options. This pot right here is only sticking around very little longer. We're actually phasing it out of our line, and I wanted to tell you guys about it because, like I said, it is one of my favorite pieces. I use it all the time. It's actually on sale right now. You can get it with just the pot and the lid, or you can get the whole set together with the pot, the steamer, and the lid. So if you need something fast and easy, try this recipe. If you need some power tools to help you make those fast and easy recipes, holler at me and let's talk about how we can get this in your kitchen. See you later.